All right, today I'm going to do a quick review on the Grand Design Reflection 324 MBS. So I mentioned in another video, we kind of looked at several different options. We were between a Cougar, we were looking at the Grand Design, and then we were also looking at a Montana High Country. A lot of pros, a lot of cons. There's no perfect trailer out there. Anybody that's had one before kind of knows the story. You got to kind of take the good with the bad. I think overall, it's a pretty good trailer. It has a lot of great features, and then I'll talk about some of the things that I looked at are kind of misses. I'm gonna start on the driver's side right now and just kind of show you some of the storage area here. I think it's called the 3.0 ground control leveling system. It also came with the Tire Link tire pressure monitoring system. It's got great storage. What I really like is this control center is really nice with your black tank, gray tank, and just the different functions that show you if you want to do dry camping, city water, winterize, siphon, or sanitize. Pretty nice. You got a hookup out here. So if you want to connect, I don't know, fryers or whatever, you got your cable connections. Really good storage area. You can run your wires in through here, which is what I do for the water hose. Shower for out here. So this unit has a on-demand water heaters. Doesn't have the traditional two-way gas and electric. Pros and cons, like I said. So one of the pros to this feature is you have unlimited hot water, which when you're on full hookup is really nice to have. It's just like being at home. Okay, kind of struggled to get this thing back together. I've actually not pulled this off before. Getting the silicone ring around there with the lining up for the panel access. A little challenging. I don't know if you can see this or not, but see these marks on here, all on the plastic? This was actually here from when we picked it up from the dealer. Dealer has to replace both of these, and it had some of that same, some of the same marks on the furnace cover. It's almost like some sort of chemical got on it from either when they transported it to the dealer or whatever, but they are gonna replace this. One of the things that I'm not a fan of, you probably notice this thing. With a cable actuated valve system that Grand Design puts with their gray tanks and the black and gray tank 1 and up here, when you shut everything off, you'll see everything is done leaking and nothing is coming out of the end of this cap. You'll go down the road and you'll get to your next campsite, and when you take the cover off, you're gonna get a face full of whatever is in the pipe. It's a design flaw in my opinion, but Grand Design says this is normal operation with a cable actuated valve system. And their explanation is when the way the piping works is that even though when you shut the valve up, wherever the valve is up in the underbelly, there's still water in the lines. So if it's your gray lines, your black lines, whatever, you're gonna get a mouthful down here. That's kind of disappointing. And their fix is you have to put this on after the fact. The part that's confusing is if they know there's an issue, I'm kind of surprised they don't provide a secondary valve at the end so that every single campsite you go to, you don't get a face full of either gray water or black water. It's not only kind of embarrassing at your campsite, but it's also probably not very sanitary. So I think that's something that Grand Design should include from the future if they know that their plumbing is going to allow a leaking. I talked to General RV where we got it, and they say, yeah, unfortunately, that's one of the things, the cable actuated valve systems. And I guess it's not just a Grand Design thing, but it's all of them. So another thing I really like about this trailer is it comes with the Goodyear Endurance tires. Made in America, these things have a great reputation. You rarely have problems with them. And then this is the Tire Link TPMS tire pressure monitoring system that comes with the 324 MBS. That's a really nice feature. You link it to your phone, and they also give you a little handheld like beeper that will, I guess, let you know if there's an issue, if you're outside of the temperature or pressure rating. Another nice upgrade that comes from the factory is the Wet Bolt More Ride CRE suspension. So each one of the joints are greasable. I'm gonna grease it before our next trip. And I guess this is supposed to make the trailer ride better and have a more durable suspension system. So you've got a wet bolt at every location, which is really nice. This is part of the ground control 3.0 system. Really nice. Grand Design trailer does not come with a bumper. You have a hitch, which is really nice because it has a 4-way, so you could recreational double tow, or in my case, I've just got a bike rack on here, but it kind of shows you some of what you can do. A 3,000 pound trailer, 300 pound weight range, or an accessories of 300 pounds on the hitch. We just got a regular bike rack on here with 3 bikes at the moment. Got a really nice window to see out the back of the trailer. And then I've installed the Furrion 7S display. Another thing I really like is it's got the ladder on the outside. A lot of trailers we found, especially at Camping World, they didn't have ladders anymore on there. Okay, now I'm gonna show you kind of the camp kitchen. So definitely not as premium as, say, maybe like a Coachman or some of the other full camp kitchens, but it is still pretty sufficient. If you want to wash some dishes, or I guess just cold water, a shower head, or anything out here. It's not a full hot and cold like our last trailer, our travel trailer was, but this griddle that comes with it is pretty decent. One of the things I like is this little grease trap up front is nice because it's easy, it's up front. It doesn't get as hot as our Blackstone, unfortunately, but it's decent. It works good enough. And how it all goes in, I really like that. There is one thing though that we have had an issue with when we were seasoning this before we used it the first time. If you see this little bit of a contraption here, this was allowed to make contact. My understanding was this line should have been ran under this so that there is no way that the gas line could have hit this, but unfortunately it melted it. I'm hoping Grand Design replaces this, but I've read a few other people on some Facebook pages with this trailer have had this same problem. It's unfortunate because it's a design flaw and it could be potentially dangerous. Some of the people are already replacing this whole thing and just removing this whole system and putting like a Blackstone 22-inch model, which I may do. And it's nice because you can just disconnect it and, you know, put another Blackstone or whatever you want in here. Decent little fridge, nothing too crazy, but it works. Another thing I don't particularly care for about this, when you're cooking, this area right here gets extremely hot. I'm gonna take a video here at some point. Like, I don't even keep anything back here because the amount of heat that radiates off this. I would say this surface is 150, maybe even approaching 200 degrees. I don't see how long-term that would be good for any of the seals, the door. I don't know, it just seems kind of odd. I don't particularly care for that. A lot of us have noticed that. I'm gonna get a little temperature gauge to go on there just to see the surface of this. This is the storage on the other side, so you get a through storage, which is really nice. It's got a great floor, really hard, durable floor. I like that it's not like a carpet material, so it should clean up really nice. You've got your battery kill switch right there, real nice aluminum bracing through the floor, and then some sort of barrier on the flooring, so I'm assuming for like water and whatnot. I installed the paper towel holder, just so something when you're cooking you can clean up. And then this side also has the real nice little tray where you can run you know, any accessories through here. So we've ran some lights where you can connect to your 110 volt. This has got absolutely awesome storage in this trailer. I mean, we've got a lot of junk in there. This is one of your two 30-pound propane tanks. Storage up front in the garage area, it's awesome. I got to figure out what to do with this because there's so much room. You almost need to create some like shelving in here. So my plan is I'm going to move all of this right here and put our new Champion 45 generator and just kind of keep it in place there for when we do decide to boondock or anything else. Just right now, this is just kind of makeshift. Okay, I reorganized this garage area a little bit and I was able to actually get my Champion generator in there with everything you already saw in this garage. What's wild is there's still a lot of space left over and I still don't have stuff very organized like I'd like to long term. This has the Furrion 50 amp solar charge controller that then goes into these wires that then goes into the battery box. One of the things I didn't particularly care for is I'm surprised how the wiring was ran into the battery box. Now I've got some better access in here since I'm working on the generator, but this is how the battery box was set up. See how the wires are kind of pulling on this? I don't know, just kind of surprised there's not like a better opening or something to run the wires in this box. Seems kind of weird. So now another cool feature I'll show you is this, I think this is also a more ride feature. Yes, it is, more ride steps. So it looks just like a standard steps that, you know, touch the ground. But if you lift this up, this goes like this, and I'm told the theory is if anything is dirty, it will just kind of fall off, which pine needles don't do too great when they're attached to the carpet, but it's a pretty neat feature. So now I'll show you what it looks like in the driving position with the slides in. Okay, so the slides are in here, which, as you can tell, going down the road, you're not going to be able to really use any of this stuff back there. But you can get into the refrigerator, so that is a good feature. I have the refrigerator on right now because we're going to be going camping this weekend, so I just left it on from the last trip. You can see the slide into the mid-bunk area. You could probably squeeze a kid in there, like if you had to stop at a a rest area and you didn't want to pull the slide all the way out. I don't see any issue that a kid couldn't sleep in there. So this new control panel, I'm told this is a change, I guess, in the last year or so with Grand Design. What I like about this, it's simple. It doesn't have a real fancy display, but it's absolutely adequate enough where you can see some of the different features. Nothing too crazy here. What's nice is you can connect this to your phone through the Lippert Control app, and you can turn the slides and the different lights on and off from your phone with the Compass Connect. Okay, now I'm going to pull all the slides out so you can kind of get a feel for what this trailer looks like inside with everything out. We'll pull out slide 1 now. We'll pull out slide 2 now. And slide 3, the last one. Okay, and here is with all 3 slides out. So you can see we've got really great room in here. We've had 6 adults and 4 kids in here, and it's not too cramped. It's a really nice layout, honestly. I think Grand Design did a really good job. We've looked at these trailers in the past, and I've always thought they make a pretty decent product, but we just never cared for the decor. It felt a little bit dated, and I feel like how they've lightened up some of the colors and some of the features, they've done a pretty good job on it. The range and oven area, I really like how the 2 are separated. It kind of looks a little modern. One of the things I really like on this is this feature where to turn this on, I think the gas is off, but basically when you try to ignite something, you have to hold this down for a while, I don't know, maybe 30 seconds or so, before it will actually stay lit. And I think they do this for a safety reason, so a kid doesn't just come over here and just leave the gas on, and the next thing you know, someone could get, he could blow the trailer up. I think that's a really cool feature I haven't seen on a trailer before. Inside of the oven, it's really nice. It's pretty good size too. The Furrion microwave that comes with this thing, it's like the size of a normal microwave inside of a house. The one thing I'd like to see an improvement is they give you this like latch system to hold the refrigerator shut. Go down the road, let me show you how this works. So this is supposed to, you pull this tight, this is supposed to hold it tight. It doesn't, unfortunately. You'll go down the road and you'll get somewhere and this door is popped open. So what we've actually had to do, unfortunately, is take some extra tape from the top of the refrigerator. So we're going down the road, we tape from the top of the door to the back of the frame of the refrigerator, because if anything shifts inside, it will force the door open. But the actual refrigerator, it's really great. I mean, there's a ton of room in here. It works pretty good. We haven't had any issues with it. I mean, it is new, but freezer works good. I mean, temperature is showing 0 right now. The refrigerator looks sharp, works good. I like that in the main room, all these slides are hard surface, so you don't see any carpet there. Look at this slide. This is also a carpetless slide, really nice. This comes with the Thomas Paine. It's got the massaging, heated, and lit seating. So you got your LED lights, massaging, you can probably hear it. It's got 2 stages or 3 off, and then you've got your heating. Pull this, and then it slides out, which is really nice. And all 3 work independently for sliding in and out. One of the other things we really like about this trailer is just look at the lighting in here. You've got a lot of windows. It's got a dimmable light, so if you hold this down, you'll see this get dimmer and dimmer until it goes off. There you go. So I think that's a pretty nice little feature. Really great storage up above. Not an issue there. This collapsible like arm for like this dinette is a really solid setup. It looks super robust. Storage under all of the seats. The one thing we wish this had is, instead of just an open storage, is like some sort of tray system would have been really nice. It's just easier to get stuff in and out of there. Got the crock pot back there. Got another plug over there. Electric fireplace, which is pretty sharp. The television, which works with DVD, AM, FM, and Bluetooth. So you can do some plates in here. In general, we really are happy with this kitchen layout. The furnace, They put the vents on the side of the island so you don't have a vent on the floor so dirt goes into it. I think they did that on both sides actually. Oh, two sides. Yep, we got one in that corner too. And then for the bunk room, you've got two down there as well. And then for air conditioning, you've got two vents on the ceiling as well. We've noticed with trailers, keeping the bunk rooms the same temp as the main rooms is sometimes a challenge. We have not found that to be an issue with this trailer, which is really nice. So I think Grand Design did a really good job trying to centralize the temperatures in this trailer where it's equal throughout the trailer. One of the cool features of this mid-bunk design, obviously you have the mid-bunk or the bunks like a standard bunkhouse trailer. But what's nice is like during the day, I can set up my office and work right from this location. And a lot of stuff, we even got RC cars actually stored inside of these. So a lot of great storage. You also have storage underneath this bunk. This, if you want, this actually goes up. You can see right there, and it will stay hydraulically held up, which is nice if you need more space down below. When we're going down the road, we actually put our double stroller on top of this. So we throw this down just to protect the mattress. All three of the windows here are room darkening shades. So that's kind of nice. You can really make this room pretty dark. One kind of thing I think that's, you know, they got to put it somewhere, but putting this in the kids' room or a bunk room, all of your access panels for your fuses, I'm just worried the kids are going to get into this and like mess something up one day. I really like the coloring and the makeup. The wood finish in this trailer is really nice. Like if you just look everywhere, it looks pretty decent. Nice coloring, nice finish, and it did a good job. Going into the pantry, this is a little thing that kind of annoys me. That drives me crazy. I'm gonna have to figure out, I don't know if I need to take it apart and grease it, but it kind of annoys me. Door's solid, really phenomenal storage in here. It's really well built. You've got these stoppers so stuff can't slide out. But I mean, just look at this. You can put a ton in here. One thing that we did have to fix as soon as we got the trailer was actually where this bolted to the ground. Attach this to the slide. The factory screw wasn't in all the way, and I had to get a screw that was the right length so that it wouldn't go through and rub in the bottom. So not a big deal, easy fix. If there's one thing we've learned with 5 different trailers we have, there's no such thing as a perfect trailer without issues. You're just gonna have to fix little things, especially when they're new. Overall though, the appointments, everything, all of the trim work seems to be decent. Great lighting. We're really happy with this trailer. I think it's a pretty high value trailer. You're gonna need a 3/4 ton or a 1 ton, depending on how much weight you put in the garage area. But this is a nice trailer. I think Grand Design did a pretty good job. Oh, here's another thing I haven't seen on a trailer I've had before. See this foam piece right there? This is one of these new designs where that increases the efficiency of the air conditioner, because we noticed, we're like, man, this I think they call that a dump. It doesn't do anything. I pulled the vents off so you could see up in there. The other air conditioner has that too. It actually works really well. I was cooling the entire trailer in an 85-degree day, and it was like literally 70 with one air conditioner, not both running. So it's got a ton of capacity, and it's a pretty solid setup. Ceiling light, pretty nice. You can turn that on by the switch here, or you can do it from the main panel as well. This is your air conditioning control, and then this is your max air vent, which is right there. You can hear it closing. The sink is really nice, huge area. Came with a trash can, which was really nice. Huge storage underneath, great storage. It's just a great laid out kitchen. Also, here's another thing I think that's kind of neat. Watch as I walk past the Connect control panel. It's motion sensing. You're gonna see it come on. How neat is that? Okay, I'm gonna put all the slides away now. We haven't had a trailer with a tank heater. I believe that's part because this is a 4 seasons trailer. That's pretty nice little feature. So this is the Capital griddle put back away. You can see how it kind of tucks away. It's a pretty nice little setup. You know, we're really happy with this trailer. You know, every trailer has trade-offs. There's no such thing as a perfect trailer. Anybody that's had one knows this. Nice magnetic holds. So you kind of have to take the good with the bad and just decide to, you know, make your decision of what makes sense for you and your family. The big thing for us was we wanted something that we didn't want a 40-foot fifth wheel. You know, we could have gotten one. We just didn't want one. Wanted the most nimble, agile bunkhouse that give us as many creature comforts as we could get with a quality trailer that wasn't much overall difference in length as our travel trailer going down the road. And this is it. This thing's 37 foot long. When you take 37 feet, and I think about 4 or 5 foot of it hangs over the bed of the truck, it's actually a little bit shorter than our last travel trailer going down the road. Last thing I'll kind of show you some of the additional things I put on. So upgrades, this has a 370 watt solar system, which is nice. Got a max air cover there over the bathroom vent. And then I put another max air vent cover right there. So I do those for a handful of reasons. One of the reasons I do it is for if it's raining out and you want to have the vent open, you have that and now you don't have to worry about rain coming in. Second reason I do it is it adds a little bit of darkness to the trailer during the day. So if like the boys need to sleep, we can darken out the trailer a little more. Third reason I do it is for a little bit of extra insurance. And here's what I mean. If there is ever hail or a branch or something that fell on the roof of your trailer, by having that extra cover over the top of your standard vent cover, you're giving yourself a little extra insurance of water just directly going through your trailer. They're cheap and they work. Pretty decent little feature. It comes with the one of those sewer hose pipes to keep your stuff. I added a second one because I like to have a little extra just in case extra accessories, or we've been at places we've needed extra storage before. So now I have two. Your spare tires underneath here. I'm going to show you something that not a lot of people will appreciate unless they've been under a trailer. Most trailers don't have that anymore. They have like some sort of nailed on underbelly shielding. And it just makes it, if you ever need to get into it and service it, it's much easier to get to. Also, another nice thing, this has the new Curt 6,000 pound axles with ABS brakes. Hopefully it's just as reliable as a non-ABS axle, but I thought that's a pretty neat feature to have regardless. And then back to the gray tank area, it's got an auxiliary light here that at night, if you need to connect or disconnect, I've never had a trailer with that. It's not needed, but it's a nice little feature. You can see the underbelly looks really solid. I didn't see many like areas where critters could get in. Overall, the frame construction looked really solid. I looked all over the trailer. I didn't see any noticeable weird gel coat issues. It comes prepped with Furrion wiring, so that's a nice feature. I'm running, like I mentioned in another video, I'm running the Pull-Right Super Glide Auto Slider. So that's it for my review. I'm gonna call it a 400-hour review because we've got over 400 hours of camping this trailer now. 2023 Grand Design Reflection 324 MBS. I am not affiliated with Grand Design or any RV manufacturers. This is just my own independent review of this trailer. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this video informative. If you're in the market looking for a fifth wheel bunkhouse, I definitely recommend this model. It made the most sense for our family, and it's working really well with our 2023 F-350 high output diesel Tremor. If anything substantial or any major issues come up or some things that I've missed, I'll post another video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.